Sui Ishida. Why? How can you do this to us? You introduced this only 50 something chapters. Like, honestly, this chapter of Tokyo Ghoul is every reason why this is such an amazing fucking series, because you never know what's gonna happen. The depth, the badassery of, yes, we finally get to say it, no more Sasaki heist, bro, that shit is dead for right now. We finally get to say the badassery of Ken Kaneki. And that death, son, I did not expect to actually give this much of a fuck. I will be 100% with you. I'm man enough to say it. I had tears streaming down my motherfucking eyes for Shirazu's death, because you never know. It's Tokyo Ghoul, you never know. But I had tears streaming down my motherfucking eyes. I mean, I think it was a combination of me feeling bad for the character mixed with Uri's character development for him to get to that point. Because I was just like, yo, when the fuck has Uri, I mean, look at my reviews a year ago. Every video, Uri must die. Fuck Uri. Uri eat a dick. I hate Uri. And in this chapter, you could take all the credit, bro. You could take all the credit. Like, just thinking about that right now is fucking me up. Sui Ishida, you're a fucking mangaka god. So we start off with the chapter finding out something huge, that seemingly Noro was like a surrogate father to Eto and seemingly raised her, because Yoshimura in the beginning of the chapter is like, Noroi, take this girl, whatever, and gave. So it's kind of interesting in a way, because if the theory of Noro kind of being like a Kagune to her, which I at this point don't think, I think it was just something insane, or his body was just totally different, or he was modified, something like that, but like that was pretty much her father. Noroi, Noro, whatever you want to call him, that was pretty much the dude that raised Eto seemingly, because he was given her as a child and then she turned out into this. So for starters, was it just that she was fucked up in the head from being a completely 100% full birth half-breed, or was it that the way Noro, you know, raised her? And what was Noro's connection to Yoshimura? Was it he was somebody a part of the V organization that was really close with Yoshimura, and he was like, okay, I'll do the deed? Like, where did this all come about? I definitely want more context to that backstory, to why it was that Yoshimura would entrust Noroi with Eto to begin with. Who was he? Where did he come from? Why did he have such confidence in him? Or was it that he was so distraught that he was just like, fuck it, somebody got to take this girl and raise her, and it had to be Noro. Why? I mean, I guess you could see the closeness of their relationship, why Noro was always like her right-hand man, so to speak, and always, you know, Aogiri #1 and all that other shit. So in that regard, it kind of makes sense now, his huge connection and devotion to Aogiri, and why it was kind of like he was this key player and he was strong as fuck and everything. It all kind of makes a little bit more sense. But I'm saying, if that's like your father figure, why would you, like, she just has no fucks given for it. She doesn't. I mean, unless we see later on her burst out in tears to find out Noro's dead or whatever, you gotta think to yourself, she is more fucked up than we could even imagine. Especially if she made modifications to turn him into a Kagune. How fucked up is Eto in the head, bro? Like, we knew she was fucked up and crazy and shit like that, but you find out her father figure, and then even when she said about Yoshimura, like, she was laughing about him, like, she didn't give a fuck, like, you're fucked in the head, Eto. And we got a confirmed death of him as well. We see his fucking skull on the ground there. Is like, holy shit. I would have preferred for it to be some really big battle with somebody really, really strong that took out Noro, but I guess it was good character development for more of the Quinkes and that battle or whatever. And the fact that there was a death in there, huge death. I mean, Noro was a huge player of Aogiri, shows some progression, huge progression. So in that regard, I just, honestly, the only thing that bothered me is that I would have preferred it to be a bigger player that took him out. Somebody strong like Yomo or something like that. Like Yomo, I would have been like, yo, all gravy and shit like that. So that's the only thing that bothered me about it, but it's not bad or anything. It's just a personal preference that I had, because I looked at Noro like a monster. So to see him taken out by a lot of these young Quinkes, I'm like, oh. But then again, there was also a lot of people. He was pretty much gang raped into death and shit like that. So you got to take that into account, and they still couldn't fuck him up, and he fucked up a lot of people. And Shirazu, I don't know. It's hard for me to take it in and actually believe it. Like, I'm thinking there's a huge possibility because of the Ghoul world. And mind you, the Quinkes is an experiment, so you never know. Maybe they seemingly go into death before they turn full Ghoul, something like that, or before they turn into a complete full half-breed like Kaneki. So there's a possibility, because again, it's an experiment. They're pretty much guinea pigs at this point, so you don't know necessarily what could happen right here. But I think the shocking moment and everything that made it 1,000 times more sadder wasn't necessarily the death, which, don't get me wrong, Shirazu, bro, like, you were pretty much my favorite out of the new Quinkes and the new characters and shit like that, but Uri's reaction, his character development in this moment, which was already leading up to it, because we already seen a few chapters of him, like, you know, helping out double team with Shirazu to try and take out Noro and everything. So we kind of seen a little bit of leading up to this. And then we seen earlier on as well in the arc, and him just like crying there, don't you fucking die on me. Like, the feels right now, bro. The feels, son, the feels. Insane. This manga is too much. Uri's character development, beautiful. Went from, I want this dude to die, he needs the 103 bones treatment, to, oh my god, I feel bad for him. And the fact that you know he gave a fuck and it's not just malarkey, so to speak, is the fact that he said, you can have all the credit, bro. You can have all the credit. Uri would never, this selfish pile of shit that he was, he would never give credit or ever offer that shit. So you gotta think, one of the big things is that the time skip that we had, however long it was, ultimately was very, very well needed and did a great job on character development. That's how you do a time skip. If you want to do some character development, sometimes it is boring for us to look at it. Sometimes just do it off screen, bring the character back, and slowly show it happen already. And that's what Suishida did. And it turned it into one of the best moments in not only Re history, but Tokyo Ghoul in general. And it's pointed out as well, just to showcase how much Uri has changed, when Special Class Washu, that piece of shit, he needs the 103 bone treatment, when he is what Uri used to be. He's pretty much that cold-hearted, I don't give a fuck. And he's like, I don't care that he's dead. Like, come on, we got a fight to go. And Uri is like distraught. That was a full-on demonstration. That was Suishida saying, yes, in case you didn't get it the first time, he's changed. He's different. He's not like Washu anymore. So I think that was honestly just like a blatant, hey, look. And this is what some of the people, like the higher ups, need to change or need to leave. Because we get more people like Uri now, and more people that are good, they're badass, but still good, and actually give a fuck, then we'll have a better thing. So ultimately, I think that was Suishida just blatantly saying that the older generation suck ass. The newer generation, when they get that experience and stuff like that, they can be better people. And the fact that Washu was like, I had higher hopes for you, I thought you were gonna be something. Oh, he's gonna be something, alright, but you suck ass, you cold-hearted piece of shit. And then that ending, when Ken Kaneki going up against Eto, he's like, yo, Yoshimura, your father told me to save you. And she's like, but you are saving me. Like, what is it with Eto? Is it just because Ken Kaneki is like a living book to her? His fucked up tragic life is like a living book and she loves books? Could it be that his story just intrigues the fuck out of her? Or what do you mean you're saving me? In that final line, that was a nail in the coffin, that Ken Kaneki is back to being even more badass probably than when he was white-haired, when he was Shiro Neki. Like, yo, why do I have to save trash like you? It's like, Yoshimura gave me this, and I respect that old man, and I care about that old man, so I'm gonna do it, but why the fuck do I have to save garbage? Like, insane chapter, just Tokyo Ghoul godlikeness is what that was. That was insane. That was amazing. The depths. I mean, Noro, seemingly Shirazu, unless he gets reborn or wakes up as a full-on ghoul, because there's something weird about that. Uri's character development was a shining moment. Ken Kaneki's badassery. More hints at Eto's nuts and insanity. And just everything about the chapter. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, whatever the fuck you want to go for. It's like insanely amazing. Just, I can't stress enough. It's awesome. If you're not reading Tokyo Ghoul and you watch this review, go fucking read it, bro. But let me know what you guys think. First of all, were you tearing the fuck up like me when you were reading that chapter with Uri's moments? Also, what do you think about Noro basically being a surrogate father to Eto? Did you see that coming at all? Do you think we're gonna get more context? Because I want to know, where did they meet from? Is it from the V organization? What's going on there? What do you think about that ending with Ken Kaneki and just everything with this chapter? Like, amazing. But that's all I have for this reaction / review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.